Hello to everyone. I'm gonna be doing a short version to this drifting fixing video. It's like a variant of the normal fix. I did it in Spanish, but I'm gonna do like a short version because a lot of people have this kind of information in English. So basically, you need to remove this black plastic part from the joystick. You have many videos telling you how to do that. And normally, in order to reach the come on thingy, oh my god, what a piece of shit. In order to reach the front of the joystick and being able to reach the inside of the controller of the analog stick, and especially this green stuff, you need to desolder pieces of the joystick. You have to disassemble the entire thing, and that's a no for me. Very annoying. And it's as a general rule, it's not something a common person is gonna be doing. So what I did, the lens is gonna drive me crazy. I saw a video where a guy was using a flat tool like this in order to press on this plastic thing here, which is like this thing that goes right there. You can remove it by doing a little bit of pressure, and then with a lot more pressure you can remove the finger cap. Like this is the cap, like this stuff. So you insert this thing like here, you press, you push a little bit, and then you just make it pop. Now the original thing is that after you use alcohol on the inside, you need to put alcohol and blow. If you have compressed air, even better. You have to blow Sony, huh? Blow Sony, and then Sony blow me, you goddamn motherfucker. Your joysticks suck. And they all have this stupid drifting problem. PS4, PS5, they are fucking scammers. So I pour quite a bit of alcohol everywhere, just on top, the sides, the bottom, and blue and blue and blue. Alcohol started pouring out of this piece and out of this part, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, it's all connected. And it's not going to hurt the joystick. And I did it like 5 times. The first 2, the drifting was a little bit better, but not great. And by the 5th, the drifting was gone, which doesn't mean it's gonna be gone forever. Probably it's gonna be like this every now and then. I hope it lasts like 2 months, and maybe every 2 months I will have to repeat the alcohol and blowing bullshit. Okay, now the real problem comes when you have to reassemble this piece, because the plastic is, the cap is too big, and it's very difficult to reassemble it. And for example, in my case, I was able to put the thing back in by pressing the plastic, but then the joystick, the analog stick, was doing stuff like you press like this and stays there like that, you see? And that's also not good. You don't have drifting, but suddenly you need to correct the position of the joystick while you are playing, so you need to press like this, and now you are doing this and that, and it's not worse than the drifting, but it's not playable. There is no dignity in playing like that. Of course, this video is made for people who cannot afford to buy a new controller, which is even expensive in the United States because it's like $70. In my case, it's impossible. It was very lucky for me to get the PlayStation 5, and well, it's a very complicated story, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so in order to be able to access this part easily, in order to be able to fix the thing every now and then, I found this solution, and I think it's very obvious, but quite clever. So, what I did was to get a pair of scissors, good one, like sturdy. These are small but very sturdy, sharp, and I just trimmed the circumference, the plastic, you see? I just made it small. And this thing is actually not doing anything useful, at least not the longest part. The inside part maybe because it goes against the side of the carcass, the plastic, like the shell. Can't remember the word in English right now. So maybe this is okay, but the rest was not necessary. So I trimmed like an entire piece like this. You see? It's like I peel it. There is also small pieces. You can see them like right there. I trimmed them a little bit more just to make it I balanced the shape. You can use sandpaper if you want it even softer, smoother. Okay, but now what you can do is just you have the thingy, and every time you wanna fix the thing, you just put it in place. There you go, it's working. You see? Working, not sticking. Up, down, working perfectly. And you have that sound because there is this thing missing. But you just put it in here, and you have to press properly and stick it in the little holes. I'm gonna do it later anyways. It's super easy. And if the analog stick starts fucking with you again, excuse my French, you just go pop, you pop it out, and you can go back to adding alcohol and blowing and using compressed air, whatever. So in this way you don't need to solder, desolder, you don't need to disassemble, this is the basic. You don't even need to remove a single screw. So, yep, very easy fix. Annoying, and it's for brave people, of course. You're gonna be cutting stuff, breaking stuff. If you have the money to send the controller to a repair shop, well, you probably should do that. But of course, you always risk being scammed. Repair shops are famous for stealing pieces and shit, so you need to find a very trustworthy repair shop. And you have to have money. If you are a piece of shit like me, then, repairing the thing might cost in Argentina $30. That's like 8, 9, 10 days of food for me. And buying a new one in Argentina, it's like an entire month buying food. So, I don't know, I feel like my grandfather will raise from the dead and kick my ass to hell if I were to do something like that. And my grandfather lived the war, of course, like the World War. Okay, so There are many videos on how to disassemble the joystick, how to remove parts, so this is not the main thing. I just wanted to show you that if you cut that little piece of plastic, then you're gonna have full access and super simple to assemble and disassemble the analog stick, and it's gonna make things super easy. I think I've never seen this idea on the internet, but I do have to thank, I can't remember the name anyways, but there was this guy showing that you were able to pop the cap just with pressure without removing the like the chassis. We're gonna call it chassis right now. So that was very useful. The net is filled with very good tips. Okay, so this is basically it. Once you are done and you tested the movement and there is no more drifting, at least for I hope a month or 2 months, you reassemble the thing, put the plastic back, and yeah, that's that. And dudes, I don't know, I hope this is good for you. Send opinions, questions, to the message section. Well, I hope it was useful for you. I hope you enjoy this shit, and I don't know, I'll see you next time I have a funky idea like this one. Alright, bye bye. Yeah, thumbs up. My friend says that thing is some thumbs up, like okay, very good, or it's like a finger up your asshole. So whatever you feel it is, there you go. Bye bye.